Alright, this is a weekly reading for Gemini. I have a playlist for you. I've been looking at this for a minute, so um, the song that's sticking out to me is Gary Moore, Still Got the Blues. So you might have went through a breakup, something might have happened, maybe there's some sadness in your family or around you. Maybe somebody passed, but there's something going on, okay, that's kind of giving you the blues, or there might be some other things that is kind of not what you expected, okay? Anyway, let's get started with the reading. We have Dare to Be Different. Alright, and then we have the first card, which is going to be you right now. We have a Four of Wands in reverse. So it's going to be work and business in reverse. So you're too introverted, lack of support, you're too attached to what you're used to. And then there could be a home conflict. You don't like to meet new people. Transcendence. And need for belonging. So you need a lot of probably other people to welcome you. Kind of like a friendly invitation to a country club. I'm going to say this. There is no friendly invitation to a country club. They call you midday while you're in the middle of your job and they yell at you. Like, that's how you get into a country club. Sorry to say, but that's how you do it. Even if you're like a +1 or you're like associated with the family and you're invited, like they will call you in the middle of the day and just let you know what the events are that are coming up and that you're attending. Like it's pretty intense. Like they are more than obliging, let me tell you. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, so number 2, we have the week's theme. We have the Five of Cups. The Ace of Cups would be some new emotional growth. Okay, so emotional growth is kind of self-preparedness, stuff like that. And the Five of Cups in reverse is love, family, and relationships in reverse. So for the week, it's going to be the end of relationships, failure in business, death of a loved one, depressive mood, finding peace, terminal illness, acceptance, and moving on. So you could be moving on from a situation or hardship or other things that are happening in your relationship that you didn't think would happen. It could be a very sad time. You could be very hurt. You could kind of not want to be talking to anybody, speaking with anybody. You just want to be alone. A lot of Geminis, when somebody passes in their family, they do kind of become hermits because they don't want to really talk to anybody or face anybody that has any good or bad news because they know how they feel already. Okay, that's how Geminis are. But I feel like you're gonna kind of be going through a lot of different emotions at this time, and it might be a while before you decide, hey, I'm gonna switch this around. So when that happens, I wish you all the best, okay, because it's gonna be like 0 to 60, okay. So take your time, heal, grow, be emotionally vulnerable. I feel like that's good to some degree, but other times not. So kind of know when to turn it on and when to turn it off, so that you kind of get the benefit of both worlds and get to a point where you're comfortable. Okay. We have the difficulties of the week, which is Judgment in reverse. Judgment in reverse is calling or destiny. So there's a block here where it's in reverse and it's difficult. So lack of self-awareness, a calling you don't ignore, doubt, loss of opportunity, self-loathing, something which isn't meant to be an outcome out of your control. So there's something that's not connecting. Usually I tell people if they needed guidance, they should, talk to me and got their reading for their birth chart. So then I can tell them what jobs and stuff they're good at. So then they can go about their business and be successful. I did that a long time ago. But I feel like a lot of people need that, but they're too shy to ask, and $10 might be a lot for them. I get it. But, yeah, I feel like you need some type of guidance so that you can be excited about your life. Just my perspective. I've done a lot of readings like this too, so, yeah. I feel like you were depending on your partner or a situation of, actually being your identity, which was kind of weird. It's coming off as, you might have placed it upon this person to defy you as a person. You didn't feel good without him. You didn't feel like yourself without him. It was almost like y'all were like Siamese twins. It was kind of weird. But it's kind of what it feels like. Also, if somebody was close to you, I feel like this person was kind of either somebody who raised you or somebody who like kind of gave you what you wanted, as far as guidance was concerned. So there's a lot of stuff going on where you're emotionally adjusting to situations. Okay, number 4 we have lesson to remember, which is going to be the Queen of Cups in reverse. So love, family, and relationships. So you might be going through a lot of stuff, and it's kind of stupidity, naivety, obsessive, someone who overlooks the obvious for the sake of love, insecurity, and dependence. So I feel like you were so dependent on different people in your life. You might have been codependent, where you didn't really want to turn on your own flame or be a beacon of hope for other people. You kind of wanted somebody else to be that for you because you didn't want to be a leader. And you probably have been a follower for a while. Most Geminis either fall into the follower friend or like the friend of a friend of a friend type of relationship, where they're associated but they're so on the outside of the group that anything that they do is then going to be like the centerpiece of the day, or like the point of gossip, which is totally weird. Anyway, but it's that type of weirdness that like allows you to have friends to some degree. So I don't know if it's like close friends or like loose associates, friends, but I don't know, but you were kind of hiding behind other people's identities or personalities in order to like co-pilot your life, which is kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie, but it's kind of a lazy way to not take on who you are as a person 100%. Okay, and you have to do that at some point, or you lose yourself, and then you're gonna be depressed because you never got to live your life. So number 5 is lesson. So it's the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is in reverse, obviously, but it's love, family, and relationships. So trying hard to achieve the American dream, liking the thought more than having something, shattered dreams, broken family, and domesticated. So you might kind of be in a point where you don't want to leave a situation, you don't want to be without a person, you might have to move on, and you're kind of stuck in the middle of not really knowing what to do and how to achieve certain things and who you are as a person. So it might be like, oh, I want all these things, and then you're like, I don't have a plan of how to get these things, which that's half the battle. Like, that's life. But, yeah, I feel like you have to know yourself well enough in order to achieve certain things with your life and stuff like that. And that's why I offer readings on my Etsy. So if you needed that, you should have got it when or if you have like my Etsy saved, by all means. I don't bite, not usually, but you know, I try to help people out, and that's what I do on a daily basis. I do that at my 2 jobs. I do that at other places that I go to. I try to help everybody out so that they can be their best selves and thrive, and that's what I do. Just for a small fee. I don't charge like $50 or $100. I charge $10 because it's a full thing where you can use it whenever you want. Okay, so that's an idea. Anyway, number 6, the gift that you give yourself is the opportunity. So there's the Ace of Pentacles, right side, right? Finance and health, first fruits of labor or work, a strong foundation, cash injection, happiness, delight, base for the future, opportunity, prosperity, and new ventures. So you might be looking at new ventures, new things, things that you might be interested in. I feel is a good place to start. So in case you're like, oh, I want to do this and this and this, and I was good at this as a kid. If you were good at it as a kid, there's a job that was meant for you. Okay, so usually if you're into making bracelets, usually retail is your thing. If you're into making stuff with your hands, it's either mechanics, pottery, art in general. So it's like it depends on who you are as a person. So anyway, the only channel message I got for you is security and new money. So this could be the start of a new job, okay? Just need to, figure out what you want to do, alright? Or what you think you might be good at. With me, when I was 20, I just did a bunch of jobs, and I was like, I like all these jobs. Like, I can't pick one. So you might be in the same boat, where you're good at everything, or you like one thing, but you wish it was like kind of more comfortable hours or comfortable conditions of working or whatever. And you'll eventually find your niche job where it's like, it's comfortable. I can have PTO days, and I can have like a week's long vacation, stuff like that. So it's like you have to pick very carefully where you want to work, okay? But I feel like you might kind of be in, kind of either settling into a job you want, or experimenting with many different jobs and talents you may have. So it might just be a difference of skill, I need to do this in order to do this, and, it's kind of a means to an end, basically. Alright, anyway, Gemini, hopefully this helps you out in some way, shape, or form. If you're interested in a chart reading, it's $10. It's on my Etsy site. I don't think I'm going to list it here, but I do feel like it's going to be questioned if anybody's interested. I'll give you the link to it, and then you can figure out what you want to do. Anyway, thank you, Gemini, and I will see you in the next reading. Alright? Later.